Hey guys, it's Mr. here again for another video today, and we are back, we are back on NHL 18 for our first franchise mode, and man, has this ever been long overdue. I am so sorry. I have been busy for so long. Alright, this entire week I've been extremely busy, so I am very sorry about that, guys, but I'm back now, and I'm back to record more franchise mode for all of you as my phone drops to the ground off of my chair. That's unfortunate. Alright, but we are back with our Houston Vikings, and we won't replace the team this year because we have 32 teams in the NHL, obviously. I'm pretty hyped. Obviously, all the other regular teams are there, but we're going to obviously choose Houston. I did decide to make everything off screen because I didn't want the first episode to be all of just me creating the arena because I find it kind of boring, but hopefully that is okay with you guys. So obviously our main team, the Houston Vikings, our AHL affiliate, the I think I just named them the Houston Vipers, to be honest. I honestly do not remember. So, I'm not going to customize the St. Louis Blues AHL affiliate. You guys could do that if you want, if you didn't know that. But let's continue into this series. I'm so excited. We're finally back. So, we're going to turn owner mode off. We're going to turn morale meetings off. We're going to keep waivers on. Turn assistant coach edit lines off. Keep CPU trades on. Player morale. Okay, wait. If I completely turn morale off, does that mean that I will just have no morale and I can have like a team of 12 first-line forwards? The setting allows you to manage your players' morale and team chemistry. You know, I'm going to keep it on. We'll see what's up. Obviously, I'm going to keep the salary cap on. But let's edit some things here. So, quick settings. Let's see. 4-4 game style injuries will be on this year, boys. I'm going to shorten the period length to 20 minutes instead of 20 minutes to 10 minutes. Autosave off. Don't want to get voodooed by that. CPU trades on. Franchise mode length 25 years. Difficulty pro. Draft pick. Authentic. Salary cap on. Trade difficulty hard. Waivers. Actually, do I want it on hard? I usually play with medium, so I think I'll keep it on medium because I try not to keep it on hard. Or I try not to do it on hard just because then it's not absolutely impossible to make a trade. So we'll just keep it the way it is. So, assistant coach edit lines, no. NHL injury warning return. Now, which I think it's fully healed. NHL injury return warning. I think I'll use both. So there's a new setting in this. It's obviously the NHL injury return warning. It'll actually give you a notification when a player can actually be played, and so you don't actually have to lose them to a morale issue like you did in past games. So, say I lose a player, he'll be out for a week, and then he comes back early, but he's not. He can come back early and he can play, but he's still injured. Then we should get another notification when he's actually 100% healthy. Then we could put him in the lineup. Auto rotate goalies will be on. What else do we need? I do not think anything else is there. All right, so now for gameplay sliders, we're gonna turn down the injuries. Quite a decent amount. I'll probably keep it on 6. And if that's not enough, then I'll definitely edit that. But if it's too much as well, I will also edit that. Because I do want to make sure that we aren't riddled with injury throughout the entire time. But Western Conference Central Division, I'm pretty sure it always puts you in the Western Conference in the Central Division. I actually don't know if you can pick that or not. I'm pretty sure you can't. So keep the salary cap on, and boys, it has officially started. The Houston Vikings are back, but really, for the first time in the NHL, I am extremely, extremely excited to get into this. I want to do this series like all year, to be honest. If I'm just thinking, if we could do this all year, I think that would be super cool. It depends, obviously, but we'll have to wait and see. I really hope everything goes well here. But other than that, I'm not too sure. I am just so excited because this game is so nice, and I didn't want to do anything really on this team, so I'm gonna keep basically, or this is basically my first time playing through it. So obviously we're starting at the end of the playoffs, a few days away from the expansion draft, which we will obviously have to pick our players. And there are some good ones out there, that's for sure. So we can advance to the expansion draft. I'm not going to do that yet. But already, right here, this is the team ladder points. So you can advance a day quickly, and the sim is actually pretty quick. And then you can also see the updated points and the updated stats for who has the most points on your team, which is very, very cool. It'll show the number, it'll show their name, it'll show what position, and their face. I mean, I think that's super cool. And then also here, it will show you the standings of your division as well, which is really nice. Very happy to see that. Hasn't been in that since like NHL Legacy, which was a long time ago. Obviously, we've got the advanced day and player morale, but I'm not going to look too much at that. So scouting, I will talk about this in a second. I did add a few prospects, which I will talk about in a second. We are listed as a rebuilder, and our team chemistry is very poor right now. And then that's just our contracts, which we can now also make contracts in the throughout the season. So I think that's very cool. So really quickly, I think we should look at the scouting. I don't think I can do any scouting anyways right now. So if we look at the scouted players, we'll look at the draft class, and we'll see. We could end up with a top 2 pick. We could possibly end up with the first overall pick, which I think that would be really cool. So first things first, I added Casey Mittelstadt into the game. I edited his stats. Hopefully he's pretty good. I think he is. He's a medium elite potential. More than likely will go top 5. So usually, I think I think Hischier is always projected to go number 1 unless you are the one picking, which makes sense. Then Patrick, I mean, it depends after that. It doesn't necessarily mean Nolan Patrick will go second. But Casey Mittelstadt should be in the top 5. He's a medium elite. I'll show you his stats really quickly. I don't think those are all accurate. I'm pretty sure they're not. Obviously, he just came out of college, but actually, no, I'm pretty sure he came out of high school, so that's very interesting. Another player we added was Cale Makar, who obviously got drafted by the Colorado Avalanche. I believe it was 4th overall. So I have him as a high top 4 defenseman. He's an offensive defenseman. It looks very good offensively, so I have his offensive stats pretty damn high. But yeah, I have him as high top 4 just because, no, Mittelstadt came out of college. Cale Makar came out of high school. That's why. So he's never really played in a pro league before, so that's why I only have him as a high top 4. I hope you guys are okay with that. And then I added 2 other players, but we can't see them yet because they're for the 2018 draft. I added Andrei Svechnikov, who's like projected to go 2nd overall this year, and also Brady Tkachuk, who's projected like top 5, top 10 in next year's draft as well. So those are the 4 players I created and added to this game. I think that will be very cool. Now, obviously, there's not much to do with our team management or for the rosters. We don't have any players right now. And then the league also, no messages. I can't see anything. Nothing has happened yet. So we will advance to the expansion draft. NHL expansion draft. Well, I figured I'd take a moment to welcome you to the Houston Vikings franchise. You have your plate full with upcoming expansion draft, or with the upcoming expansion draft, but I'll touch base again in a few days before the draft itself after I get a sense of who the other teams are going to make available. I don't know why I said available, but available. So max salary cap $75 million, just like what it looks like. Holy shit, we won the lottery, boys. Yo, this series is already kicking off. Oh man, we won the lottery. We have the 1st overall pick, boys. Holy shit. Alright, I don't know what I did not. I was thinking we'd fall back like to 5. Oh no. Oh, this could be great. Oh, poor Philly. They have the 14th overall pick. Oh my god, yo, this is actually. Oh, what a start to the series. Houston first, Detroit second, New Jersey third. Those are the lottery winners, but really, I think we are the winners. We get the first overall pick. Who am I gonna take? I have no idea. Alright, so pretty much the decisions you make in the expansion draft tomorrow will decide whether the franchise sinks or swims in its first year. I'll be keeping a close eye on your choices, as will the fans. Alright, for sure. So we gotta wait, after we do that simming, we gotta wait a few seconds to actually get up to that date, but it's okay. For some reason, it takes a little while in the off season to sim, but during the regular season, it actually doesn't take too long. So boys, it is time to start the expansion draft. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm going to try and do this somewhat fast. And to be honest, what I'm really feeling on doing, it's probably a cheap method of doing it, but I'm really thinking that we take the best players so we can trade them away and we can get draft picks and prospects in return. So Sammy Vatanen, 100% the best player from Anaheim. Now Arizona, I'm not too sure. Probably Burmistrov. I don't really want Domingue, and yeah, I would just say Burmistrov looks to be the best. I can come back and redecide my picks if I really wanted to. Now, for Boston, 100% will be Malcolm Subban, possibly a backup of the future, maybe even a starter, you never know. Now, for Buffalo, Linus Ullmark is definitely an option. Whether I want him or not, I'm not sure. But other than that, I mean, Dmitry Kulikov, Zach Bogosian, he's on a rough contract, but that would bring our cap space up that would bring our cap hit up quite a decent amount. And obviously, like I said, I would trade him away. But is that contract movable? Is he a top 4 defenseman? He is a top 4 defenseman, so he's valuable. He's definitely valuable. You know what? We'll go with Bogosian. If I want to come back and change that, I definitely can. But I think Bogosian isn't too bad there. Now, Calgary, I don't think there's a goalie. Yeah, Mike Smith, no thank you. Michael Stone wouldn't be too bad. He is on his last year of his deal. Now, that wouldn't be too bad. Have to re-sign him. Could still trade him away. What about Michael Furland? Get that physicality on the team. I don't know. I would like Michael Furland as a roster player. I think that wouldn't even be too bad. Grinder, third liner. Maybe Alex Chason, Brett Kulak. Kulak would not be too bad. High 7th, 77 overall at 23. That's actually really good. I feel like a lot of people sleep on Kulak because I feel like a lot of people do go for Stone. Which, to be fair, Kulak's only 4 overall, lower, and also 4 years younger. Brett Kulak or Michael Furland, I'm thinking, guys. Either way, we'll have to re-sign them. I do like the physicality of Michael Furland. Definitely be a 3rd or 4th liner. Kulak more than likely would be a part of the team in the future. You know what? We'll go with Brett Kulak. And if I do want to change that, I definitely can, but I'm not sure. I think we might stick with that. Now, okay, so for Carolina, not too sure. I'm kind of leaning more towards DiGiuseppe or Carrick. Now, either way, they both expire this year. 176 at 23 with better potential, but then again, it's a forward and a defenseman. And to be honest, I already have 3 defensemen, so I think just because of that, we'll go with Phil DiGiuseppe, which is not a bad pick by any means. Could be a roster player, you never know. Now, Thomas Yurko, Ville Poca, obviously, Anton Forsberg would not be bad. I do like Anton Forsberg, but do I want to take like 4 goalies? Because there's 3 I'm taking for sure, as everyone else will be, and I'm sure you already know who those players are. So Thomas Yurko wouldn't be too bad. Like, I'm thinking, I mean, everyone obviously picks Ville Poca, but he's 74 overall at 23 years old. It's really not that great, to be honest. I mean, 23 years old. He's getting kind of up there, but whatever. We'll go with him. So now for Colorado, Matt Nieto. Probably, for sure, yeah. Columbus now. Other than Josh Anderson, there's not much to take. But Korpisalo, obviously, gonna be hopefully good. Whether he'll be near as good as the fantasy draft franchise mode we did in NHL 17, you never know, but it could happen. So now, kinda don't know what I want to do with Dallas here. Johns or Nemeth, to be honest. Johns is just on a cheaper contract, or the same overall. He's on a cheaper contract and for longer, so just because of that, we'll go Steven Johns. I think it's Steven, pretty sure. Now, Abdelkader, Eriksson, and Helm are completely out of the question for their contracts. I mean, the contracts aren't the worst, but the term is absolutely brutal. 7 years at 4.25 for Abdelkader, 4 years at 4.25 for Eriksson, and 5 years for Helm at 3.85, which really, I mean, you would be 35, you would be 37, you would be 37. Like, that's just kind of disgusting. And obviously, as I'm going to do the same as everyone else and pick Xavier Ouellet, but there's really nothing wrong with that. I mean, everyone is going to pick him, so now I do not know who I want to pick from Edmonton. Kind of thinking Tyler Pitlick. He's not the worst. He obviously probably won't get any better. More than likely staying in that like fourth line role, which we could use. Is that Anton Lander? I believe his first name was Anton. Yes, it is. Anton Lander, Lero Pakarainen. I mean, it's between those three. It's between Pitlick, Lander, and Pakarainen. Now, I think just, you know what, oldest, actually not the oldest, but definitely has the highest potential, probably the highest value between the three as well. So we'll go with Tyler Pitlick, which is fine with me. It's not that bad. Alex Petrovic, not a bad pick. So a goalie I'd like to pick. Reimer for 5 years at 3.4 isn't the best contract, so no. So I think Petrovic is probably the best pick there. Alec Martinez will 100% be our pick there. I'd really like to keep him if only we were a better team. Also, Jonas Brodin, a for sure pick. Now, for the Canadians, Philip Deneau is really good. He's 80 overall at 24, which is not bad at all. He's got a very good defensive category. He's really an all-around player everywhere. He's got like 84, 85, everything. 85 across the board on puck skills, 84, 85 across the shooting, 84, 85 across the skating. Basically 85 everything in the physical category. The defense is good. He can take face-offs, and his senses are really good. So 100% I'm going to go with Philip Deneau. A very good player by the looks of it. Calvin DeHaan would not be bad. Or Ryan Pulock. Okay, Ryan Pulock is 22 years old at 76 overall. That would not be bad at all. Ryan Pulock or Calvin DeHaan. You know what? I mean, it is low top four, which means he might not be as good, but I think we'll go with Ryan Pulock. I think that just is kind of a safe pick, because already he realistically could play third pairing. Now, for the Rangers, Grabner, that's for sure. He at least has some value. I do know that. Ekholm, because he also has some value, which means we could trade him away. Now, New Jersey, Smith Pelly, pretty easy pick there. Ottawa, Ryan Dzingel, wouldn't be that bad, but I mean, should I take someone with some cap? I mean, I probably would have I was gonna say I probably would have taken Clark MacArthur if he had like 1, maybe 2 years left, but even then, I really don't know. Tommy Wingles wouldn't be too bad. That's for sure. Chris Weidman, 79, isn't bad either. I mean, really, do we need another defenseman? I think I'll go Tommy Wingles because of that. So Philly. Now I know Stolarz is there, but I think more than likely, as like everyone, I think I will also go with Lawton because he is pretty good. 77 overall at 23 years old is actually pretty good. Obviously, if you guys didn't know, all the ratings are lowered, so that's why a lot of these players you will see might be lower overall. Picked Brian Dumoulin from the Penguins, and 100% the best pick here is where is he? Am I stupid? Tierney? Pretty sure. Where is Tierney? What? I thought Chris Tierney was supposed to be here on the unprotected list. What? Chris Tierney isn't a goalie? What the hell? Am I actually stupid? Do I actually just not see him? Chris Tierney. What? I'm so confused. What? Chris Tierney's like 77 overall, like 22 or 23 years old. Like, what? So confused. Brendan Dillon, Melker Karlsson, Gaudreau. Okay, why is it? I'm so confused. I swear he's on San Jose. I'm pretty sure it's Chris Tierney. I'm pretty positive it is Chris Tierney. Well, I mean, I guess Melker Karlsson. What about DeMello? What's his first name? Dylan DeMello. High 7th, 24. I mean, I guess Melker Karlsson. It's kind of a lengthy term, but I mean, it's not the worst. I was positive that... I'm so confused. Joel Edmondson actually looks pretty good. I didn't realize he was this good. 80 overall, 23 medium top 6. I was looking at Yaskin. That was just the first one that popped out to me, but Edmondson's really good. He's on a good contract as well. We won't have to re-sign him this year, which is always good. Now, I'm still so confused about Chris Tierney. Slater, quack. I can't. Don't have any more spots for defensemen, which is bad. Jake Dotchin, I can't pick him. Cedric Paquette then. Oh man, I swear I have never sneezed before in a video. I am very sorry about that. Well, I can't pick any defensemen, so Connor Brown, definitely will pick him from Vancouver. Brendan Gaunce, Reed Boucher, yeah. Medium top 9, Washington. I do want to take Shattenkirk, so I'm going to have to move something. Tom Wilson wouldn't be bad, but Shattenkirk I can re-sign and then move for a draft pick. Now, Winnipeg. Winnipeg. Who do I take from Winnipeg? Andrew Cobb. Yeah, definitely. All right, so from Washington, I did want to take Shattenkirk, but I really wanted to take Grubauer as well, because Grubauer is really, really good. Like, really, really good. And I really like Grubauer as well. So, Grubauer or Shattenkirk. Grubauer. I'm going to go with Grubauer. I believe we have made every pick in the draft as well. And I'm still so confused as to why Chris Tierney wasn't there for San Jose. Why isn't he there I'm gonna stick with Carlson, I guess. So, okay. Now, really quickly, before I go through this, I just want to make sure I've picked everyone I wanted. So, Vatanen, Burmistrov, Subban, Bogosian, Kulak, Dieter Polka, Nieto, Korpisalo, Johns, Ouellet, Pitlick, Petrovic, Martinez, Brodin, Danault, Pulock, Grabner, Ekholm, Smith-Pelly, Wingles, Lawton, Dumoulin, yeah, whatever. Carlson, Edmondson, Paquette, Brown, Boucher, Grubauer, and Kopp. And we will finish the draft. I'm still so confused to why Chris Tierney wasn't there. He's always there for San Jose, and he's like 78 overall, like 22 years old. He's actually really good. I'm so confused, man. All right, so our best player is Michael Grabner. I did want to take Shattenkirk, but I think more than likely we will probably have Grubauer as our goalie, which isn't bad. So now, time for the draft. So the expansion draft is behind us, and we now have a core of players to build around. Next up is the NHL entry draft. Once it is complete, I'll touch base with you again in a few months to discuss my expectations for the franchise and you in particular. Edit the trade block. So I do want to put our most valued players on the block just so maybe we do get some options. So Martinez, Vatanen, and Ekholm, because those three actually have very good value and also could all stop it. I always forget to turn off my notifications in my videos. So those are the three. We're at the entry draft now. 27 minutes, man. I think I'm going to have to end the episode here, guys. I know I said that I wanted to do a lot in this episode, but I also did say that I didn't want to record for too long. I didn't want this to be a very long episode, which it already is. And by the time I really finish this video, it'll probably be close to 30 minutes anyways. So, guys, hopefully we have a good draft in the next one. Let me know what happened with Chris Tierney. I am 100% positive he is on these Sharks, and I don't know why he's not there, because he always is, but whatever. So, yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Please let me know what you thought of this episode. This is the first NHL 18 franchise mode I have recorded, and another thing is let me know what you think I should do for the draft, because obviously we could, where we have number 1 overall, which means we could have Nico Hischier, Nolan Patrick, Casey Middlestad wouldn't be that bad, and I'm telling you boys, I'm gonna be making some trades as well, guys. So you know what, that is gonna be it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you all did enjoy, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Goodbye.